4000 BC in China, structured by sports similar to Tai Chi were practiced. 3500 in Mesopotamia, the Sumerians, Akkadians, Babylonians, and Assyrians trained their soldiers with running and archery. In 1776, there are records of activities similar to the Olympic Games in Greece in period. 1776, there are records of activities similar to the Olympic Games in Greece in this period. Middle Age. In this period, sports training focused on military preparation, knights training in your skills such as horseback riding, archery, and fishing and hunter. In this period, revival of interest in the human body and practice and physical activity and practice gyms were developed, and physical education was promoted in schools. 1800, the gymnastic movement emerged in Europe, led by figures like Friedrich Ludwig Jahn in Germany and Per Heinrich Lee in Sweden. 1896, the first modern Olympic Games were held in Athens, Greece. Sport training began the professionalism.
Okay, when you speak of the history of the modern games and the sport in general, it's very important who mentioned it. Pierre de Coubertin, he's French, and also in the year 1896, he restored the Olympic Games, and also he restored the distinction become sports and the physical activity, excuse me. The history in general of the sports is very important. The most important century is the 20th century, because in this century appears new sports and also appears new methodologies for work the different sports. For example, in the years 20, the person who his name is Larry Pinkala, he is Swedish, and also he's introduced a new methodology for work, the different training and resistance method. His method is Farlek. Between the 30s and 50th decade, the person, his name is Jesus Dante Rivera, introduced a new book. His book is very important of the sport training, cause introduce new concept, and also in this time, in this epoch, is very important cause it's different and revolutionary. His book is Principles of General Planning of the Sport Training, and also his person introduced to divide the calendar in three periods: the preparation, competition, and transition. Okay, in 60th decade appears new book is very important. His book is Astronauts Trees on Physiology. It explains who the body comports, and also explained by the scientific base who the body functions, and also what is the part of the exercise in the body in general. It's very important because permanent experiments we carry on training and error all the time. Okay, in the 80s decade appears a new physiologist, was named Maider, and was German. He introduced a new concept who speak about the concentration of the lactate in the blood, and this is very important because influenced with the effort level, and also is the base of the scientific reports with the training sport. Okay, currently the sport training is a science, a complete science, cause this uses different scientific reports, medicine, physiotherapy, and another science for grow up the performance with the different athletes. And also in this part is very important, and there is different careers like professional in training sports who prepare different person like coaches for grow up the performance of the athletes in different competitions in general.